Times change, and products need to change with them. VCT has been the product for commercial resilient flooring for decades, but now it's time for a change. The future belongs to Marmoleum Composition Tile, also known as MCT, certified sustainable tile for longer performance life, for lower maintenance costs, for a sustainable environment, and for improved profitability. If you think MCT is more expensive or harder to install than vinyl composition tile, think again. Stay tuned. Over the next few minutes, we'll show you just how easy, fast, and profitable it is to sell and install MCT. The benefits of MCT are clear. It's the best choice for cost of ownership, easy care, and long-term aesthetics. Some people think MCT is harder, more time-consuming, and more expensive to install. But that's not true. And to prove it, we'll show you two installations done side by side on the same day by the same installers, one MCT and one VCT. Each installation took place in two identical classrooms at an elementary school in suburban Pennsylvania. For both classrooms, an independent subcontractor, American Heritage Floors, located in Blairstown, New Jersey, provided the installation labor. But first, what's so good about MCT? Take a look. Unlike some hidden costs with VCT, the cheapest, most expensive floor you can buy, MCT requires no initial maintenance and has a dramatically lower cost of ownership. A powerful point you can use to sell MCT to your customers. With MCT, there's no need for expensive stripping and waxing, unlike that recommended for VCT. MCT is naturally anti-static, so dust and dirt don't stick to it like they do VCT. MCT's inherent antimicrobial properties combat MRSA and other strains of bacteria. MCT is ideal for a healthy indoor environment and passes CHPS 01350 emission standards. And MCT is tough, with 10 times the indentation resistance and double the system service life of VCT, as shown in an independent University of Florida flooring system service life study. MCT has a look that lasts. It's easy to repair and is much quieter underfoot than VCT. And as the world moves into a new era of sustainability, MCT is at the forefront. MCT is independently certified to the triple bottom line and meets the platinum requirements for Smart Sustainable certification. Okay, it's time for the facts on costs. Yes, MCT is different than VCT and is installed in a different way, but it's no more difficult, expensive, or time-consuming than VCT. In fact, for many installations, you'll find that MCT is better, faster, and can even be less expensive to install. Let's look at a real-world cost equation. This is a worksheet from an actual job. Compare these numbers, including the maintenance costs, and you can see how much sense it makes to go with MCT. Although the initial installed cost of MCT is slightly more than VCT, when the comparative maintenance costs are factored, a break-even point is realized, usually within the first few months. Now that we've done the math, let's compare MCT to VCT in an actual installation. Here we see both an MCT installation and a VCT installation done on the same day by the same installers at the same location under the same conditions. This is reality. You can see the process is different, but not longer or harder. In fact, in this case, the MCT installation took less time than the VCT installation. Now that we've seen that MCT takes the same time or even less time to install than VCT, let's take a look at some of the details and differences between installing MCT and VCT. First, let's assume that we've completed all the necessary substrate evaluation and preparation steps common to both MCT and VCT installations. The substrate to receive any resilient flooring should be evaluated and prepared following the guidelines outlined in ASTM F710. Standard practice for preparing concrete floors to receive resilient flooring, or for wood substrates, ASTM F1482, standard practice for installation and preparation of panel type underlayments to receive resilient flooring. Any additional guidelines from the product manufacturer should also be followed. Let's look at the checks that these guidelines recommend before the installation. The building's HVAC system must be fully operational and set to a minimum of 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius for a minimum of 72 hours prior to testing and will remain operational during testing and installation and for at least 7 days after completion of the installation. Concrete moisture vapor emissions should be within the limits of the product adhesive system as determined by testing conducted in accordance with ASTM F1869. Concrete internal relative humidity should be within the limits of the product adhesive system as determined by testing conducted in accordance with ASTM F2170. Check that the substrate has been determined to be structurally sound, smooth, flat, and is free of any contaminant that could interfere with a secure bond. All patching, smoothing, or leveling should be completed using high-quality materials intended for that purpose. Make sure an adhesive matte bond test has confirmed that a secure adhesive bond can be achieved and has provided information regarding the open and working time of your adhesive for this project. Check that all moldings and thresholds have been removed and the bottoms of the door casings and jambs have been trimmed as needed. And make sure the flooring material and adhesive have been acclimated to the installation area for a minimum of 48 hours prior to installation. Now, let's take a look at how to properly and efficiently install MCT. Cost-effective, efficient MCT installation is a straightforward step-by-step process that generates greater productivity and encourages better time management. There are two general guidelines to be aware of before you start. They are: MCT should always be installed into wet adhesive. A 1/16 inch square notch trowel is recommended. MCT must have complete transfer of adhesive to the tile backing in order to ensure a secure bond. This is accomplished by rolling all tiles with a 100-pound roller as quickly as possible after laying the tile. Now, let's install some MCT. Lay out and snap chalk lines for the areas where full tiles are to be installed. Spread adhesive in a manageable area and begin installing tiles until all full tiles are installed. Do not spread adhesive for perimeter tiles yet. MCT tiles are designed with a beveled undercut on two sides and should be quarter-turned during installation to ensure the tightest fit possible. Roll all tiles with a 100-pound roller. Fit and cut the perimeter tiles. MCT is cut with a standard utility knife and does not require a tile cutter. Spread adhesive in the perimeter areas and install tiles as previous. Roll perimeter with a 100-pound roller. As workers become more familiar with the working properties of the MCT, the installation speed can be further increased by utilizing the installation methods depicted in the video. The installers manage the sequence of spreading the adhesive so that both the field and border pieces can be placed into the wet adhesive before the working time of the adhesive has expired. They accomplish this very simply by understanding the working characteristics of the adhesive and progressing in manageably sized areas. Now, let's look at the VCT installation. You'll notice a few differences from the MCT job right away. First, you can spread the adhesive throughout the room before you start placing tile, because it must dry to the touch before you can begin. Start too soon with adhesive that is not dried properly, and you may compromise the tile bond to the substrate. To ensure clean cuts with VCT, a specialized VCT tile cutter is a required tool. For cuts that cannot be accomplished with a tile cutter, such as door cases and irregular shapes, you'll need to heat the VCT with a torch or heat gun. As you can see, with MCT, you don't need the extra tools or the extra time to do the job right. So what's the bottom line? Installing MCT is just as easy as VCT, and for some jobs it's even easier than VCT. MCT doesn't require any specialized training or tools. It can also save you time and money on most installations, helping make MCT jobs a more profitable proposition for you while giving your customers a great new product. You'll also notice important differences in initial maintenance requirements between MCT and VCT, differences that strengthen the business case for MCT. First, MCT requires no costly stripping, unlike the manufacturer recommendations for VCT. Top Shield, Marmoleum's water-based finish, ensures that MCT maintains its color, pattern, and luster at a low cost. Top Shield has some great features. After installation, there's no need to apply a coat of polymer. Also, independent testing has confirmed that MCT requires less cleaning and maintenance because it's naturally anti-static, so dust and dirt don't stick to it like they do with VCT. It also offers better protection against scuff marks. Forbo also offers a cost of ownership calculator for end users to compare MCT maintenance costs with those of competitive products including VCT. Let's take a closer look at Top Shield. A strong, durable primer and a top layer ensure a highly effective shield against dirt. The cross-link primer gives Top Shield its smoothness and durability, and the top layer can be easily renovated if necessary. Now, let's take a look at VCT's initial maintenance requirements. VCT's factory finish is applied for protection during shipping, handling, and installation, not to protect its color and luster during its lifetime. Once VCT has been installed, your work is really just started. About 10 days after installation, VCT must be thoroughly washed and dried, followed by the application of at least 3 coats of high-quality floor finish. The entire floor should be cleaned, stripped, and polished at least once every 6 to 12 months. Standard floors should always get at least 3 to 5 coats. Slip-resistant surfaces, 1 to 3 coats. That's time and effort required for the entire service life of the VCT installation that you could be saving for other projects within your facility. Still not convinced that MCT will be an important and profitable part of your business? Let's review the benefits that make MCT the best choice for long-term cost, care, and quality performance. MCT is just as easy, if not easier to install than VCT, and can save you time and increase profitability on most jobs. Unlike VCT, MCT has no hidden initial maintenance costs, and that means lower cost of ownership, a significant benefit you can use to sell MCT to your customers. With MCT, there's no expensive stripping and waxing, unlike that recommended for VCT. MCT is naturally anti-static, so dust and dirt don't stick to it like they do with VCT. MCT combats MRSA and other strains of bacteria. MCT is tough, with 10 times the indentation resistance and double the system service life of VCT, as shown in an independent University of Florida flooring system service life study. MCT has a look that lasts. It's quieter underfoot and easy to repair. And as the world moves into a new era of sustainability, MCT is at the forefront. MCT is certified to the triple bottom line and meets the requirements for SMART Consensus Sustainable Products Standard Certification. VCT has been the standard for base-grade resilient flooring for many years, but it's clear that the future belongs to Marmoleum Composition Tile. For long life and durability, for low maintenance costs, for the environment, and for profitability. We hope this video has helped you appreciate the advantages of MCT and the benefits it offers you and your customers. For more information about Forbo's Marmoleum Composition Tile or other Forbo products and services, visit www.forboflooringna.com or call us toll-free at 1-800-842-7839. Thanks for your time and attention. We look forward to working with you to create better indoor environments using Forbo's MCT product.